Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. How you guys doing? I'm just trying to fix the settings here, and I'll be right back with you guys. Give me 1 second here. Hello, everybody. Give me 1 second. Hi, everybody. Can you guys do me a huge favor? While I'm doing my readings right here, can you guys keep the taps going? The taps keep me going a little bit longer. It's either how I get fast. I quit, either me getting drained or there people stop tapping. That's how I quit. So there's more people that tap, the better for me. I do appreciate all of you guys helping me out with that. And just every once in a while, if I get caught up in my readings, can you guys keep reminding people to keep the taps? I'm good. How you guys doing? Aloha from Hawaii. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody coming on right now. And thank you for sharing the lives as well. I appreciate that, Jess. Thanks, you guys, for coming. Appreciate you guys. Hello, Les. Be honest. Hi, everybody. Thanks to you guys for keep tapping. I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing the video. Appreciate that. Thank you. So I'm just kind of sitting here waiting just to see if I got any moderators coming on right before I start. I might just end up starting sooner. They always show up later. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you guys for the gifts. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for the gifts. I appreciate that. Hello, hello. Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm just getting over a cold. Still, I'm not sick. It's just stuck in my chest. Thank you. I appreciate that, Let's be friends. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for the gifts. Make sure you guys follow these gift givers too, by the way. Thank you. And just keep the taps going. That's what keeps me going. So what I'll do is I'll explain all this stuff in shortly. Just everybody's coming on right now. I'm just kind of waiting to see if I got any more moderators coming on too. I'm hoping some show up before I start, because I know it's going to get busy and I get weirdos and whack jobs on here all the time. And I won't be able to focus if I'm doing my readings, so I'm hoping someone show up. Thank you for the gifts. Appreciate that. Make sure you guys follow them, guys, that are giving gifts. Really pretty nice doing that. Thanks for sharing the videos, the live stream. I appreciate that too. Thank you, guys. I was baptized and well, congratulations on your baptism. Everybody's talking fast on here. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you for the gifts. I might have to get another moderator shortly. Usually when I do these, they wish up later. Thank you guys for the gifts. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just hoping that I don't get too many weirdos on here. It is the middle of, thank you. I appreciate that. I think today's like the middle of that whole retro thing going on, so you never know what's going to show up on here. People just are a-holes sometimes, and they like to troll people. Then you get your religious nuts that come on here as well. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. A good weirdo? I'm probably a good weirdo. I'll admit that I'm a weirdo. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Thank you. It did look good on me. Thanks. You guys make sure you guys follow these gift givers, by the way. Thank you. Hello from everybody. I want to say thank you really quick, you guys. Thank you guys for coming from around the world. Thank you for coming from all over the United States. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Yeah, and that full moon, that blood moon's coming out tonight. So I won't be surprised what's going to be coming in here in this room today. All that energy. Thank you guys. I'm from Montana, born and raised here. Sorry, it's my dog. Thank you guys for the gifts. So, if you guys are interested in a private reading, I'll post this once in a while if I can remember. That's right there. If you want to copy, if you guys can find it, copy it, and then paste it on your browser, and then like and follow me on there. Or you guys can find it on my my bio. Just click under it, and then let me know you want a private reading, and I will schedule one with you. So thank you guys for coming. So thank you. Wow, thank you. Thank you very much for the stars. You guys are sweet. I think you guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Shh. So my dogs are playing. I give them something to chew on and they still fight over stuff. They're like little 5-year-olds. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. You guys are spoiling me. So let me explain who I am, what I do, and all that stuff. So I get that out of the way. So all you new people coming on, I am a psychic medium. I consider myself more of a medium than a psychic. I was born with this gift. It was pretty much chosen to me before I was born. So I've been haunted since I was a baby. As far as I can remember, I've been haunted. I've got lots of stories. Thank you for the galaxy. Thank you so much. That was awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. I keep getting this. You guys are awesome. I've seen angels, I've seen dark things, entities, I've seen earthbound spirits, I've seen spirits who've crossed over my entire life. They've all communicated with me. Thank you guys so much. I've seen things I can't explain. I've seen UFOs, I've seen spaceships, I've seen so many different things, you guys. One of these days I'll write a book about so many things I've experienced in my life. So far, I've never seen a Sasquatch, but that's still on my bucket list because I know he's out there, but I've seen so much other things. And it's not that I'm looking for it, I just end up seeing it or I experience things. So, my whole life I've always had anxiety within me. Thank you. And with that anxiety, because I wasn't dealing with this gift and I had a lot of energy working around me all the time and wanting me to communicate and I didn't understand it. I would have spirits come to me and try to have me deliver messages. Thank you. And I didn't understand what they were telling me. My mom, I do come from, so what I am is I am part Sicilian, I'm part Canadian Indian, and I guess I'm part English from my dad's side. The Canadian Indian part, I think, comes from my mom's side of the family, and this is what runs in my bloodline. And all my grandmas had this, my aunts have had this, and I know the men in my family had it because they've all had anxiety. But all of them always have these, when I was growing up, I always had to hear these strange, scary stories, and I used to wonder, they're just saying that to scare me. But then as I got older, as I was getting older, I was having my own experiences. So things made sense to me. That's why I knew it ran in my bloodline. And so what I do with this gift is I deliver messages of healing and I give validation. Now, and if any of you guys have watched me at my lives, if any of you guys had a reading with me, or watching my videos on here, you will see that I give a lot of validation. I'm legit. I'm not a fake medium. I'm the real thing. I don't, when the spirit's done talking, I'm done talking. I don't add anything else to it. I just ask a series of questions to give validation to prove to you this is your loved one. And I'll tell you what they look like, what they're dressed like. Sometimes I can see behind them, and I'll tell you things that only you two would know that I would not know. I don't play, mind games. I don't add stuff to it. I know there are people in this community that do that, and I don't support it. That do that to people. Thank you guys for that. People try to emulate me, and I've seen people try to follow my coattails, and they don't succeed. And I don't know why. I just think that they're not doing it right, or their ego's too big. I don't know. But I'm just going with where the spirit wants me to go. I've worked at the county for 19 and a half years. It's, working with juveniles in the delinquent center for a long time. And I bought a house, got a car, my degree's in criminal justice, thought that was going to make me normal. It didn't make me normal. As I got older, this was pushing me more. So now I do this full time. I go out and I do readings. That's what I do. I'll be on tour hopefully this summer. things are going busy right now. So I just talked to the lady that's the manager. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you guys updated. I have done readings in front of 600, 700 people here in town at the theater here. And I traveled around Montana before the epidemic and did a lot of readings there. I mean, I'm just always doing readings. I'm a busy person. Thousands of readings I've done. I'm not exaggerating, but I've done a lot of readings. So I'm pretty experienced at what I'm doing. I know what I'm seeing. I know what I'm feeling. I know how spirit works through me. So that's just what I do. Now, I'm not, thank you, Tracy. I'm not trying to say I'm better than other mediums, or trust me, there's some really good mediums out there that are not certified. But what keeps me separate from other mediums is that if I'm stuck on a reading, or if there's something that normal mediums wouldn't understand, I can figure that out. I know how to work around that and explain things. So I don't play around, and try to push. Thank you for that. I don't try to push the reading to something else and try to change the subject. If I can't connect with somebody, I'm going to let you know. It could be the reader, it could be me, it could be how I'm asking the question. But if I can't read because of the reader, I'll tell the reader I can't read for you. You're blocking me. There's something going on, and maybe we can do another reading another time. I can't do it for some reason. I'll be honest. I'm not going to lie to them and take their money. And I don't do that on here either. So this is what I do. And there's different kinds of mediumship on here. There's so what I got is called trance medium and mental medium. So as a trance medium, you'll see me scribbling a lot. And people are like, what is he doing? What's he doing? And this is what I do. I'm scribbling. I don't know what, even if I cleared this off, it wouldn't make no sense. It's just scribble marks. So what I do is I'll be looking around and I'm trying to focus on a spot to see what the message is. Sometimes it's verbal, also with the visual. So that's what I'm getting at. And that's when the mental mediumship kicks in. Not every medium can do this. Only trance mediums can do this. And some mediums don't. So that's why I said people need to, if they're mediums, or if they think they want to be mediums, they need to know what they're doing. So if you get a physical medium that pretends or acts like they know what they're doing, they don't know what they're doing because they don't know what they have, what gift they have. So I always tell people that. I get a lot of people that try to emulate me. If they don't know what they're doing, then they need to stop because they're just going to make themselves look stupid. Let me see what else I'm going to tell you guys. I'm a pretty honest person on here. And if you guys see somebody on here and call them out, I'll call them out and embarrass them. And then I'll block them. If a moderator don't get on them, and that's just who I am. I'm not the kind of medium that's going to turn my head side to side and be, oh, Paul, you're supposed to be that kind of medium. I'm not that medium. I'm just a regular person. I'm not any better than anybody here or anywhere. I stand up for myself, and I don't put up with anybody's bullshit. And that's just who I am. And and I do that and outside of here too. I mean, it's just who I am. I just stand up for other people that need me stand. If somebody else needs me stand up for, I'll stand up for them too. But I don't know if I need any mods just yet. Usually my mods will come on later. I'm just because they always come on a lot later on, but I'm just waiting for them to come on. And but people always assume because of my gift that I'm supposed to be a certain way. I'm not going to be that certain way. I'm going to be me. I don't start trouble. I just wait for it to come and then I call it out and then I block it. What else do you need to know about me? So when I connect, let me connect. Thank you guys for the gift. So when I connect with the spirit, they will always show themselves looking young. I want everybody to understand that. Nobody in heaven is ever old. Nobody's ever elderly, sick, handicapped. Heck, if you had a cousin that came to me and he was in a wheelchair, I won't know that because they won't show that to me unless you tell me that. I'll never see him overweight, bald, gray, sick. Everybody, how I see them and how they are in heaven, they look like they're in their 20s. And then I'm going to give you that validation of what they look like and, all that information. So if you grant me to connect with a grandparent, they're not going to look like grandma and grandpa. They're going to look like a little 20-year-old person the way they want to look at that time in their 20s, at that time period, I guess. Now, when I do connect with spirit, understand they only give you messages that you need, not what you want to hear. They're not here to talk about normal conversation. No matter how my readings are, they're not interested in like, you bought a house. You bought your knickknacks. Oh, you did this, you did that. They don't care. It's not like we're having conversations with them over the phone. Thank you. The messages that they deliver is always something important or some kind of healing message. That's all it is. And that's the only messages that I'm going to be delivering. And I'm going to give validation. Like I said, I'm always validating. I'm always giving validation to prove this is the person. Let's see what else you need to know here. It's mostly about it. Let me think here. Now understand that I cannot control how long they're going to talk, what they're going to say, their personality. When they're done talking, I'm done talking. Thank you for the gifts. I only ask a certain amount of questions to get validation. When they're done talking, I'm done talking, if that makes sense. And then maybe I'll go on to the next question to give more validation. But if there's something else important that they want to ask, that's fine. And if you're going to ask a spirited question, that's fine. I mean, I'm on cool if you want to ask a spirited question, but be mindful. Spirits do not like obvious questions, and they don't like to be tested. Thank you guys for the gifts. So being tested is being like asking a spirited question where you and the spirit both have the same answer. In heaven, it's a different vibe up there. And if you're throwing questions out, like, I'm just going to throw for an example. Ask my brother when my birthday is. Ask my dad what name he used to call me. They're not going to answer that question. Not they won't do that. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it on their time when they're ready to throw it out, just so everybody knows. So it's okay to ask spirit questions when I'm doing this if you need to, but usually I just throw it out what I need to, and then I move on to the next person. Thank you guys for the gifts. Make sure you guys follow me on my Facebook page on here. It's right under my bio. Click it, like, and follow me there. And that's where, if you're ever interested in a private reading, that's where you would go. In fact, I'm going to post it here really quick once in a while so that you guys can copy it and paste it and then message me there. A half hour, 65, an hour is 125. But right now, what was I going to say? Sundays are my way of giving back to the community. Thank you guys for the gifts. So I'll get people on here that say I'm a scammer. I'm not a scammer. Earlier every Sunday around 3:00 p.m. Mountain Time, I have my own radio show. I don't charge anybody over my radio. You guys are watching me on my TikTok. You guys are a lot of times are calling me for free readings. Then I take a quick nap. I come on here at 7 p.m. Mountain Time and I do free readings again. I'm not a scammer. A good medium always gives more free readings than they're getting paid readings. Just so you guys know. And you guys might see my dog back behind me, and that's what he does. He's always jumping. He's always into something. But that's what I do. So I'm trying to get my Facebook page back up because my other page was banned because somebody put inappropriate something inappropriate on there and I hacked it. So now if you guys want, if I can get close to 2,000 people on my new Facebook page, I can do more free readings. And on my Facebook page, it's easier for me because I can see people's names and I'm able to connect that way. Here on TikTok, I just do the videos. People come on and they do it live. That's why I do it here. Some people say, well, why doesn't he pick anybody from the lives? This is why. I need people to help me get that Facebook page up so I can do more free readings on there as well. So I need you guys helping me out as well. Thank you. All right, let's see who we got here. Excuse me. My Facebook page is right under my bio. Just click it. Or here it is right here. Copy and paste it right here. It's right there. Hey. So my dog watches TV. Sometimes the volume's not up. If he sees an animal, he barks. Thank you guys for sharing the video. Thank you guys. Keep those taps going, you guys. Please keep the taps going. In case you didn't connect for some reason. Thank you guys for the gifts. Make sure you guys follow these gift givers. Thank you. Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm not sure.
Are you I'm only doing live readings right now. Are you? Hey, can you connect live?
I'm not sure how.
Is there a button or have you looked? Is there something around it that you can click? Maybe.
This is the first time I've ever tried to go live. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I'll be patient for a little bit. Just kind of look around. If not, let me know. We can try again.
Yes, I don't see anything. I tap on my picture and it doesn't say.
Is there an enhance button there?
No, the gifts just pop up when I tap on myself. Is there something else that I should be looking for?
People are tapping right on here. So I don't know if you can read what they're saying. They're saying press multi-guess, blue, pink icon, people, then edit, then camera.
Oh, good.
That's what they're saying. Excuse me.
None of that comes up for me.
Okay. You may have to try and come back then, I'm wondering.
Oh, no.
Is there a multi-guess button on your screen?
Yeah.
Try that.
Oh, camera. There we go. Did that work?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, what's your first name?
Rebecca.
And Rebecca, who you want me to connect with?
My grandma, Margaret.
Did you have a relationship with her?
Yes.
What's her last name?
Mine is DeBrum.
Your grandma?
It would have been
What did she
Clements.
die with? Lament?
Clements?
And that's what she passed away with, that last name?
Yes.
How long has it been?
20 years this year.
So understand that if your there's going to be a point where she said, I've done this, I've done that after they die. If you don't remember what she's done, some people will say, well, I don't think so. Maybe could have, should have, whatever. And then they start becoming skeptical, and that's when they start blocking me. If you don't remember what at that point, what she's letting you know, just to kind of be open to it. But anything else that doesn't sound right, you let me know, okay?
Okay.
Because I can figure that out. This is what usually happens to me sometimes. People will block me by, they just get to that. They'll say, like, well, I don't know, maybe. And then they start becoming skeptical right away. And then I get blocked and then I can't. It makes it messy. And it's
Okay.
always around that point. But anything else, you let me know, okay?
All right.
Your grandma says that she understands the circumstances why you couldn't say goodbye to her. She goes, everything's forgiven. I've heard you talk to me off and on in life, and I wish you would talk to me more. She wishes to just wants you to reach out to her more. She would come to you. She goes, I always come to you as butterflies or a butterfly, and I always come to you as a ladybug, which she tells me that she liked working in the yard. Anytime with the ladybug, they tell me a ladybug, like they like working in the yard or something. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Your grandma's been very proud of you and what you've come in so far. She's doing okay. She goes, let her know I'm doing okay. I'm going to see what she looks like. So she comes to me in her 20s. Her hair's kind of short, but not too short. She didn't like it very long. And
Yes.
she's back then she had to wear a dress. You understand that?
Yep.
She tells me she's got 2 cats with her.
Okay.
Your grandma says she lives in a small, simple, white little house. And that's where she likes to be. She doesn't like anything big. She's just a simple
Yep.
lady.
Yep.
That's where she is in
Very
heaven. And how I described you to her, this is how she looks now, not how you remembered her. If that makes sense to you.
right. Yes.
I keep seeing a necklace. Do you have that necklace, or does your mom have the necklace? Because she keeps saying she wears it sometimes. Was it your dad's mom? Somebody wears the necklace. She goes, she wears it sometimes. I don't know what that means, but I got to throw it out there. What they're telling me.
Okay. I will keep that in mind. I will definitely ask my mom about that.
Is there anything you want to say to her? Ask her.
Well, you pretty much confirmed that right at the beginning with how she passed and the circumstances around it.
So I think she wants you to forgive yourself if you've always felt that guilt because it was out of your control. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Everything's like in heaven, everything's already forgiven. We got to learn to forgive ourselves. I get this so many times with the messages that come through.
Yeah, it was a hard one for me.
Sorry. Tell her I love her and tell her to stay in touch. And she won't like this. And she blows you like, and she gives you a wink. She like that. And she gives you a wink. And she's back into the light. Did that help you?
Thank you so much. More
Thank you
than
for
you know.
laughing. And you got a lot of validation that was her, correct? There's no way for
Yes.
me to know any of this.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You guys think you guys keep those taps going. If you guys want a rating, a half hour, 65 an hour is 125. Here is the link. If copy and follow it right there. If you can't, there's a link under my bio, and just click it, and I'll go right to my Facebook page. Message me there, and I can schedule a reading with you. All right, let's see who the next person is coming in. Please keep the taps going. If you guys want to share the video, I appreciate that too. Thank you. I like helping people. The more people that come on, the easier, more I can help. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I like the color of your hair.
Thank you.
And what's your first name?
Victoria.
And Victoria, who would you like me to connect with today?
Justin.
Justin?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss. What's Justin's last name?
Barnes. Barnes.
Baron?
Barnes. Bar. Yeah.
And your relationship? Thank you, guys.
It was my boyfriend at the time.
Sorry, I'm asking. I have to ask certain questions to make sure you have the right spirit. And how long has it been?
5 years.
Okay. So he's going to show himself looking healthy and young, okay? I'm sorry for your loss.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Josh Barnes, right? Or Justin Barnes. Justin Barnes, correct?
Yeah.
Were you supposed to get married to him? Because I
Yeah.
said, is it Justin Barnes? And I said, yeah. And I go, who's Victoria? And he goes, my soon-to-be fiance at the time. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
That was quick. It was just like a suicide.
Yes.
Because he says, I want you to understand I did this to myself because I couldn't deal with the stress and the problems going on. It was, I need you to forgive me. You're holding on to too much. She says, you're holding on to too much after my passing. And he goes, there's no way for you to stop this. He kept saying, it was me. I did this. It was me. So the coulda, woulda, shoulda, you have to let that go for your mental health so that you can move forward. You understand that?
Yes.
He said that you're stubborn and that you won't.
Oh, no.
Because she's stubborn, she won't. Is that true?
He knows me. Yeah.
He goes, he calls you baby. He goes, I need you to do that for you. He goes, you need to be happy. I did this because of my own hate on myself and nobody else. Nothing else. You understand what he's saying? I don't know what he means.
Yeah.
It's part of that. I hated myself. I didn't hate nobody else. I hated myself. I hated who I was and who I became. And these dreams that he's been trying to get to you, he was been trying to let you know this so that you can move on. And I don't know if you've gotten the dreams because you might be mourning still, but he keeps trying to get in and trying to tell you. Does that make sense?
Yes. Because I was having nightmares for a while, but yeah.
Those nightmares are not from him because he's in heaven and people in heaven don't give nightmares. So that might be your subconscious. Hey, that might be your subconscious at that time.
Right.
He lays his hands on your lap while he lays his hands on your lap or your knees sometimes to try to console you. And have you felt that?
On my knee. Yes.
How long, I mean, does it do it often or is it just, does it just happen?
It'll be when I'm upset. I'll feel like warmness or whatever on my knee. And I always joke that it's like him.
But he would do that in real life as well. So that's how you know it was him.
Like reassurance, yeah.
He says, I mess with her all the time. The lights in the bedroom and in the living room. What else you do? If he doesn't like your music, he says I shut it off or something. I shut it off. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does that happen to you in the car?
Yeah. It's like a song he would have liked would come on a station that would make no sense. Like he'd change it.
He lays next to you a lot when you're laying down crying. He's trying to console you at night. He hears you. He keeps saying, "Baby, it's going to be okay. I'm here." That's what he keeps saying. He has a lot to say.
He's talkative.
After today, I don't want you to blame yourself anymore. You didn't do any of this. You had no part of this. It was me. You let me take that back. That was for me. You understand what he's saying?
Yeah.
He comes to me in his 20s. He's got dark brown hair. He's kind of wild or something. I bet he's like he's messed up. Or does that make sense? He's just wild hair or something.
Yeah. It was kind of curly and crazy.
He's got some facial hair as well. A little facial hair, he says. Right? It must be it's on the chin. And he's wearing a lot of dark clothing, like dark clothing. That's what I'm seeing with. He's got some piercings as well. Does that see him?
Yeah.
I need for you to know that I'm okay now.
Okay.
What do you want to ask him?
If I don't know. If he knows that I love him and I said goodbye, I don't know if he heard me. If I got to say, I don't.
I heard you, but I don't believe in the goodbye because I'm with you every day. Because you don't see me. Sometimes you feel me. Because I'm not gonna say goodbye. I'm not gonna go anywhere. Because I'm always here. I promise you, I was never gonna leave you. You like playing music, or you like music, correct?
Yes, he loved music.
He told me he's up in heaven playing that guitar. He's learning stuff with this guitar, and he's happy with this. That's what he's doing. That's what I said. What does your private heaven look like? And that's what he told me. But he's down here all the time with you. I'll always come to you as a crow.
Is that okay?
You've been seeing the crows coming around?
Like crazy outside my window. I've been joking about it. I'm like, I don't know who sent them.
So everybody's got an animal totem. So the crow is also my animal totem. So I'm going to tell you something about the crow. The color of the crow tells me he's resilient. His personality is resilient. Crows are very intelligent. Crows, when they're eating, they call other birds to eat with them, which tells me that he's not a selfish person. And they can be loud or they can be really quiet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I keep seeing a pin. Thank you guys. Like a pin. Do you have his pin? Did he give you a pin? Like I don't know, a coat or shirt or something, a pin?
Maybe. I have some things put up, so I'm not gonna say no.
I keep getting a ring or rings. Thank you guys for the gifts.
A ring.
There you
Yeah, my turquoise one.
And then he talks about the tattoo as well.
The one I got for him.
I think so. I just heard him say the tattoo. Is there anything else you want me to ask or say to him?
Just tell him I love him. We miss him. That's all.
Tell her to stop being so hard on herself. Let her know I love her.
Okay.
I love you, baby. He's waving goodbye. He's got that guitar in his other hand. Does that sound like him?
Yeah, to a T. It's crazy. Even the crows, like,
So there's no way for me to know any of this stuff, correct?
no, not at all.
Does that blow your mind a little bit that I'm able to connect like that?
Yeah, I've been coming in here for weeks hoping, and that was amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless. I'm so glad I can help you with that healing.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. You guys make sure you guys follow these gift givers. Thank you. Thank you. Keep the taps going. The more taps, the more I stay longer. And also share the video. You guys have been watching me. This is I Give Validation. So if you guys want a private reading with me, thank you. Thank you. If you guys want a private reading with me, go under my bio, just click it and it goes right to my Facebook page and it will go there. Message me. A half hour, 65, and hours, 125. Also, I'll post it here if you want to connect this way too, if it helps. There you go. Make sure you follow me on here as well. Thank you guys for the gifts. I gotta get some water for a minute. Thank you. Thank you. I'll start picking readings from comments when I get my Facebook page with more people liking and following me there, you guys. That's because that way I can see names, and that's how I'm able to get drawn to the spirit. It's a little bit similar to this, but different. For my so if I can get close to 2,000 people on my new Facebook page on there, I will start doing more free readings as well. So I need you guys to help me out. Hi everybody coming on. Thank you guys for all you do. Yes, I believe in God. Look, I even have a cross. I'm in prayer mode more than you think. I'm a Christian. I'm a Catholic. So if you want to judge me and you consider yourself a Christian, don't do it here because I'll throw you out. I don't put up with people that think they're better than other people. If you act like you're better than Christian than me, you're not. That's your ego. I don't work with ego when people do that crap. So let me see here. Thank you. Let me see who the next person is. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Thank you, guys. Well, what's your first name?
Rose?
Rose?
Yes.
And Rose, who would you like me to connect with? Thank you,
My
guys.
mother, Irene Schaefer?
Schaefer?
Yes.
How long has it been since your mom's crossed? Sorry for your loss.
January, thank you.
Yeah. When I do connect with, what's that?
January?
But when I do connect with your mom, she's going to show herself looking young. She won't look like you remembered her, okay?
Okay.
So in reality, she's going to look like this in heaven and not how you remember her. Because then they don't want us to remember them how they looked and when they died. Does that make sense?
Yes.
They want us to remember them how we love them and the laughter, the positive stuff, not how they died, because it kills us. Okay. I get that so much from spirits. Almost every reading I get. Your mom says you took it really hard when she passed. It's like you almost hit the floor or something. She said it was so hard for you. Like it was just you were so distraught. You understand that?
Yes.
She says, I want to thank you for allowing me to finally able to cross over. For allowing like you let go, you had to let go to let her go. Does that make sense to you?
Yep.
She's thanking you for being there for her. That helped her transition. And she goes, I couldn't have done it without you. I think she said her mom and her parents were there to help her cross over. So she was never alone. You helped her down here cross over, and then her parents took the wheel. Does that make sense? They took her
Yes.
hand.
Okay.
When she visits you, she goes, I'm always in that kitchen. She's always doing something in the kitchen. You might hear a noise or something's going on in that kitchen. So you understand when she's talking about that. She probably like to cook.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're watching TV, thank you guys for the gifts. You think it's the remote control, you think it's your TV. It's not. It's your mom. She laughs about it. She giggles. So I don't know what's going on with the TV. So pay attention if that's whatever's doing, whoever's watching that TV. She's messing with the TV somehow. So I don't know what the spirits love messing with TVs. Visits you in dreams. She comes to me with this, like, she looks young in my vision, like light brown hair, medium length, pretty lady. And it's like those wool sweaters that have a buttons on them, that you just pull over. And that's how I see her. And she's got like a button up long sleeve or short sleeve shirt under it. But she looks really young in my vision and she's happy. I see her outside. The color of that wool sweater, I think, is like tan or brown. Thank you guys for the gifts. She loves her solitude. She lives in a cabin up there. She says, I love my solitude up here. So that's where she likes to be. She's with her family, she says, and her old friends. But she goes, I like being here. I just like to relax and look out. She goes, let her know I'm always down there, though. I'm always down there checking on my baby girl. You have some of your mom's dishes and stuff, and something about a ring.
Yep, I got her ring.
She says that you look a lot like her, too. Is there anything you want to ask or say to her?
No. Is she with my brother? My brother passed away 19 years ago.
Yeah, he says he always visits you, too. He likes to mess with you. That's what she said. He's always down there messing with her. Things are always moving around, falling. That's him. So if you ever experience that, that's going to be your brother.
Okay, and what about the light? The light in my bedroom, it flashes a lot.
That's your brother. I said, is that you? And she goes, no, that's her brother. She goes, I wouldn't do that. She goes, I don't want to scare her, but her brother would. And so does that make sense?
Yeah.
She goes, I love you, baby. And she's like, baby, goodbye. Did that help you?
Yes.
Thank you for allowing me to do this.
Yep. Thank you so much.
That are very passive aggressive, they won't do it when I'm watching. They'll do it until I'm doing a reading. So if I catch them doing it, I'll block them. They're just they won't do it. Like anytime these a-holes on here, they won't do it. They'll wait. They're sneaky. I'll wait for them, but they won't do it. These kind of people can't go in front of me and say their thing. They have to do it on here. I'm hoping my mods come on. Who's usually on here the most on here that I can maybe make a mod until my other mods come on? Yeah, see, they won't respond to me. They don't respond to me on here. All right, Paco, you're a mod right now. Because I know I've seen you on here quite a bit. So if you see these religious freaks, these troublemakers, these trolls, just either if you can block them, it'd be better. If not, just mute them. They won't say anything. See, they never say anything. I'm waiting for them. Thank you guys for the gifts. You guys are the best. Thank you. Thank you. They won't say anything because I can look into their past and throw their dirty laundry out here and embarrass them. So they won't do that. Let me see if I can get, if there's room for one more, I'll get you, this Taurine. Let me see if I can get you a moderator. All right. You're a moderator, Taurine. So we got 2 moderators now. Some other moderators, come on. Feel free to block them. Feel free to, to ban them. Whatever you got to do, I'm cool with that. But yeah, they get passive aggressive. It's a personality trait with some of these whack jobs. They're too afraid to confront any. All right, let's see who the next person is. Hello?
Give me 1 second. It's telling me right
All
now
right.
that I'm connecting
So
through
you guys,
audio.
no problem. You guys, here's my my link to my Facebook page. Copy and follow it. If you guys want my new page, it's right under my bio on here. You know where it has that cartoon? It's right under it. Click it, and then it'll go to my new page on Facebook. Message me if you want a
Okay.
private reading. A half hour is 65, an hour is 125. So that's how you guys do it. Thank you guys for following me on here. Hi, what's your name?
Ermaine.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Ermaine. Like Jermaine without the J.
Ermaine.
Right.
Okay. I'll make sure I'm saying it right. Ermaine. Ermaine, who you want me to connect with today?
My grandmother, Della Jackson.
Sorry for your loss. How long has it been since she's crossed over?
Honestly, it's been a long time. She passed before I was even born, but I feel connected to her because I remind her of her mother. I feel like she's been coming to me, and I'm just wondering if she has any messages for me.
So usually when I do medium readings, it's always about your relationship with that person. Otherwise, it gets kind of really weird. Like I've had people want to connect with their great grandmothers they'd never met, and then
Mhm.
I'm in the middle. I'm like, I can hear them saying, "Is there something she wants to ask me?" And then the person's sitting there smiling at me, and I'm like, I don't know what to say because I don't know what to ask them because it's all about that validation. Does that make sense about you having that relationship with them?
Well,
So
I had a relationship with my favorite uncle, Gregory Jackson.
okay, well, I can connect with her to see what's going on, but I just want to let you know it might not be like a regular reading. Does that make sense?
I understand. It's okay. Whatever
Okay,
you get,
but I'll try to give some validation and anything else she wants to share with me. Okay,
it's fine. Thank you.
you're welcome. She's one of your spirit guides. That's why she's so strong within you. Understand that if you have a spirit guide, you know their name. Do not say it out loud a lot of times because if there's a presence or a troublemaking spirit, they can pretend to be that and cause problems. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you always want to keep that name like secret inside and don't ever tell anybody that your angel or your spirit guide's name.
Okay.
Just in the future.
Mm-hmm.
She comes to you because you two are a lot of, like you said, and you just repeated it. You guys are a lot alike because that's how spirit guides are brought to us because of our personalities, our likes and dislikes. So that's why. And you're also spiritual. So she's able to get through to you on a lot of things. A lot of times she connects with you through visions and numbers. And sometimes she just talks to you. She's straight up. She's like me, straight up. She's going to say how it is. And she goes, basically it's kind of like she's stupid if she doesn't do it. That kind of personality. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And you're not stupid. That's just how she is. She's like, you got to do it this way. And if you don't do it this way, she just does it. Does that make sense?
Yes, perfect sense.
Your grandma, when she was younger, she had it like her hair up like in a bun or something. She's black hair and just kept it up. She said she kept it up tight, because that's how she did it back then. And back then she wore a dress, like a big, just a dress back then. and it's got like these flowers or something on it, this print, and then she's got the what do you call an apron on. That's how I see her.
Does she tell you if it's turquoise?
No, honey, it's not turquoise. She said, but the rings I have on my hand are turquoise. So she wears turquoise rings. Is there validation in that?
Yes.
What's going on with the turquoise rings with her?
I kept hearing turquoise.
She had, I don't know why she's showing me this, but there's like a lot of little kids running around her, which tells me she had a lot of kids herself, or raised a lot of kids,
Yes.
or she's got a lot of family up there or something. I don't know. I'm seeing kids running around her, and she's got a lot of patience. Thank you guys for the gifts. A very
Mhm.
loving lady. Like,
She babysat a lot of people's kids, and she got a lot of people's jobs.
so
She
she
was,
had a heart of gold. Like
yeah,
these, like you can't do no wrong for this lady, no matter what you did. If you were a little troublemaking kid or whatever, she didn't care. She's all about love. She
yeah.
says, she keeps saying it's all about love, unconditional love. She goes, she says, you get the love, get more love out there, you can erase the hate. She goes, people that have hate need more love. She goes, you know that, baby. That's what she says. You know
Yeah.
that, baby. Does this sound like your grandma? I don't ever
Yeah.
met her.
Yes. I
She's got a
never,
big old smile on her face, and she's looks young.
but
She
they
shows me
told
the other side
those
where she was older
stories.
too. Huh?
No, I said I never met her either, but I was told so many stories and shown so many pictures. I feel like I knew her, you know?
She loves you, and she says, you don't forget to talk to me more. So you meditate when you talk to her to clear your mind, and that's going to be easier for you. You know that?
Yep.
You're going to help a lot of people with your gift. And always stay with God, the creator. That's a nice, and I agree. That's the only way you're going to be able to get through a lot of stuff. If you, just, people forget that when they're working with spiritual things. Our gift is not from us; it's from Him, and we're just here to help other people. You're a light worker like I am.
Thank you. I thought I was going crazy a little bit.
No, you're not crazy. You just got validation. God bless you. Thank you for allowing me to do that. You needed
Thank
that.
you so much. I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you. So you guys keep the taps going. I appreciate that. Let's see. Here's a link to my page. If you guys need a private reading with me, there we go, right there. Copy and paste it. Follow it right there. If not, go under my bio on TikTok. Click it. It's my my new Facebook page. And thank you, Matt. My new Facebook page. Like and follow it, and message me there, and I can schedule a reading with you. Thank you. How do I pick? I just go to that video where people are waiting in line, and I just pick the next person usually. I'm waiting to get on my Facebook page so I can pick like this, because the reason I pick like this is because I can see people's real names on here, and that's how I usually do it on my Facebook page. And here it's hard. I mean, everybody's got nicknames on here, so I can't do it. It's hard for me to focus. So on there, that's why I do it on I'm waiting to get my Facebook page up so I can start doing more free readings there. Let's see who the next person is. So make sure you guys follow me, like and follow my new Facebook page. Message me on there if you need. I'll schedule one with you. Share this video so I can help other people as well, you know, and keep following me. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, is there a
Can
way,
you hear
is there
me?
somewhere you can put your video on?
Yes, give me 1 second.
Okay. Hi. And what's your
Can
first
you,
name?
Brittany?
And Brittany, who would you like me to connect with today?
My grandmother.
What was her name?
Her name was Dorcas Guffey, but no one called her Dorcas. She didn't like that. She went by Irene, her middle name.
So I usually go by the names they're born with. What was her born name? Her first born name?
Dorcas.
Can you spell that?
Dorcus.
Wordis?
Dorcas.
Dorca.
Dorcas.
Like Orca with the D in front of it, right? Dorca.
Yes.
All right. And what's Dorca's last name? Like she's
It's
with the
with
one
the
she died with?
S. It has an S on the end.
Okay.
Guffey is her last name.
Guffey
Yes.
with the G?
Yes.
So Dorca Guffey, right?
Dorcas.
Dorcas?
Yes.
Dorcas Guffey.
Yes.
And how long has it been since she's crossed over?
4 years.
Okay. There's nobody's cheating on this list. Don't listen to that person. I don't know if there's some people like to start shit on here. Excuse my language, but just ignore them. I'm just been irritated with people lately. I think it's just because of the whole retrograde. People on my other page just being rude to me lately. I just get fed up with people. People get on here and they start drama and they make up lies. So when I connect with her, she's gonna look young, okay?
Okay.
Your grandma tells me that when you become like in a negative mood or negative, I don't know what it is, but sometimes you bring things to you. Sometimes you don't mean to. Like you're always hard on yourself, or you complain a lot. Does that make sense? She
Yeah,
wants you to find a way. What's that?
I'm very hard on myself.
She's saying, I need you to find a way of doing something different because this is why it's hard for you to go forward and things because it's like you put this cloud around you. But it's like we curse ourselves when we do that. Do you understand? And it's hard for us to move forward. She knows that she goes, I know she knows I'm okay, but I never got to say goodbye, but let her know I love her. Pay attention to butterflies and sparrows with her. She says she's been in a dream. Let me see what she looks like. She comes to me with short, curly hair, like brown hair. Does that sound like her when she's younger?
Yes. Yes.
I want to say the 60s or the 50s when they had those cat eye glasses, but she doesn't need them. But I think she just wears them for style.
Yeah.
They don't need glasses in heaven. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, and I can see those skirts. They're they remind me of the poodle skirts. Those they call the poodle scoots
Yeah.
skirts, but I don't see the the poodles on it. But I see her like the white shirt like tucked in.
Yes.
She enjoyed being alone. Sometimes she loved her family. She loved the outdoors. She liked music. She goes, I like simple things.
Yeah, she was very simple. She was always had the music blaring and outside in her garden.
As you got older, me and you relate on so many different levels. She goes, I don't
Yes.
think you ever thought you were going to be me. She's laughing. But you guys relate to her in so many different levels. You know, it makes sense to you?
Yes.
She goes, I am captivated by watching you when I come down here. I'm always captivated. She goes, I live vicariously through you all the time. She goes, but when you get negative, it's hard for me to get through. Does that make sense?
Yeah. A lot's been going on lately, so I've distanced myself a lot.
I did that a lot, honey. She goes, I did that a lot. She wishes you the best. She's going to be with you all the time. And she goes, damn, I wish that girl would message me. I mean, call me once in a while. Message, but call me all once in a while.
Yeah, I've not been talking to her.
Is there anything you want to say to her?
Is she with my papa?
What's that?
Is she with my papa? My grandfather?
He's right here. He sends his love. She says he's handsome. He's got dark brown hair, white button-up collared shirt. They're sitting together.
Yeah. Thank you.
There's one of them's petting a dog. I think it's a dog. It's a small dog.
Yeah.
Unless it's a cat. That looks like more like a dog. That's what I see them. They're sitting there smiling. And he's petting the dog.
Thank you so much.
They're waving goodbye. You're welcome. Did that help you? You got validation?
Yes.
Thank you for allowing me to do that.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You're welcome. You have a good night. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Make sure you guys make sure you guys follow me, and then thank you, Paco. So Paco's putting on there. So I have 2 Facebook accounts. The one on Facebook that says Big Sky Medium with about with a lot of people on there, like 20,000 something people on there. I can't get to that page. That's the one I got banned. Go to the other Facebook page. That one I have less than 1,000 people. I'm trying to get 2,000 so I can get my page up again. So go to that page, like and follow me there. Message me on that one, and that way, if you want a private reading with me, I can schedule one with you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys' support. I wish, like I said that before, I wish I could see more mediums on here doing this kind of work to show validation, to prove to you that there's life after death, to give healing. I don't see much of it on here. I see a lot of card readers. I see a lot of people flipping coins and pendulums, but I don't see nobody doing the work like this. So this is, it's hard. It's not that, it's not hard for me. I love doing it, but it's just, maybe it's hard for them. I don't know what they're afraid of. I know there's some good mediums out there, but they're afraid of using it. So okay, thanks for you guys for adding me on there too. It's intimidating. Yeah, I think it could be intimidating for some people. You're right. But that's the thing they got to get over. You have to trust in the spirit. You have to trust in the messages you're getting. You have to trust yourself. It's all about trusting. You have to just release. It is intimidating, but once you get over that and release and just let it go, you're going to be fine. My readings were never for me. My readings for other people. I'm just a messenger, you guys. There are some that rip you off. I agree. I totally agree. But a good medium, here's how you guys can find a good medium. A good medium always gives free readings more than they're getting paid. And Sundays are my day of giving free readings on the radio, on here on TikTok, and at 3 o'clock. This is, at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. That's how I'm not trying to say I'm the best, but that's what a good medium does. Any other people, I wouldn't trust any medium. Thank you. If they don't give free readings out, if they don't give you validation, they're not good mediums. You should look into finding out what kind of person they are. Check their profiles on their Facebooks or on TikTok. If they're not giving free readings out, then I wouldn't pay for them. That's just my opinion. And it's also what I've learned in my training, and it makes sense. All right, let me see here. People can call me a scam artist, but how am I scamming people when I'm helping them, giving them free readings? Makes no sense. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
Good. Did I do a reading for you before?
No.
What's your name?
Rebecca.
What's your last name? Let me see, who you want me to connect with, Rebecca?
Jamaica Hinton Cottle.
That's a big name. Wait, the first name is Jamaica?
Yeah.
And that's a female, right? I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then what's the rest of the name? Thank you, guys.
Hinton Cottle.
Connell?
Yeah. Hinton, Hinton, Cottle, Caudill.
Connell. Okay. And how was this your daughter?
My cousin.
Sorry, how long is How long has it been since she's crossed over?
It'll be a year, June 5th.
Okay. So Jamaica and then Cottle, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second. She's gonna show herself looking young and healthy. She won't look like you remembered her. Like, does that make sense to you?
She was beautiful when she passed.
Okay, so she'll probably look that way when I see her, okay? You don't have to tell me, she'll show herself. She's saying that you guys were like sisters when you guys were younger. And then as you guys got older, you both lived your separate lives and things got, as you know, things happen. And she says, I regret that. She goes, I did try at times to get closer to you. And I'm sorry. And I don't want you to feel guilty about that. You understand what she's saying?
Yeah.
This is suicide.
We don't know if it was or not. Nobody knows.
She's telling me that she took her own life. She's taking responsibility for whatever this is and how she died. She goes, I need her to forgive me. And I said, what do you need forgiveness for? She goes, tell her that I took my life. And I asked her again, I said, sometimes I'll go through my list. I'm like, was this murder? She goes, no. I go, was this health related? She goes, no, it was suicide. So she said it again. So I don't know what she did. I don't know if it was an overdose and she did it because of something. Does that make sense?
She
But
drove her car on the wrong side of the interstate into another car head on.
oh, I'm sorry. I did this because of the pain. And she goes, you remember the pain I was in, the pain. She said, excuse my language. She goes, the shit I've been through.
She goes,
that's why that added on with the addictions and things that was going on with me. I couldn't deal with it anymore. It was so much. And then she kept putting it into her head like that. And I don't know if it's mental illness, but she keeps going like that because it was too much.
She had a lot of stress from her childhood, and she was in a bad relationship, and she had gotten clean, and then a doctor put her back on the drugs that she was addicted to prior, and she was having a hard time with that.
I hear you talking to me every day. Because I'm with you. She goes, girl, you just got yourself a new angel.
I feel her around me all the time.
But I need you to forgive me.
Well, I want her to forgive me too.
Everything's forgiven. There's nothing for me to do that. You forgive yourself, but I need you to forgive me. I should have known better. I should have called you, but I knew if I would have talked to you or anybody, guys would have stopped me.
Oh yeah.
I had to do it this way because it was quick and fast.
Is there anything she would like to say that she would like for her mother to know?
Tell her I'm sorry. Tell my mom. She calls her mama. She goes, tell mama I'm sorry. She hasn't been the same. She's went crazy because of this. Yeah. She just sits there and she's quiet. She just looks blank. I can't get to her yet. She's too far. She's too far into the morning, too far into the depression. I can't get to her. I need somebody to take her somewhere so she can talk to somebody. She's not normal. It's getting worse.
I try talking to her, and but that was her firstborn. That was her baby.
Because I don't know if I can get to her until she talks this out.
Okay.
Yeah, she's pretty. She's got light brown hair. Excuse me, light brown hair. And it's kind of like it's not like curly, like tight curls. It's like wavy curly. Does that make sense? Like right here. Like it's just really pretty. Like it's.
This is a picture of her.
Oh yeah, that's her. You didn't have to show me, but yeah, that was her. I was just gonna explain it to her. Did she do her hair like that too? Like she put it like I don't know, explain it like fluffed it up. I guess that's how I
Yeah,
seen
she
it.
crunch it and make it look curly.
Yeah, you don't have to show me anything. I can give you validation. And you can show me after if that works.
You just telling me what her hair looked like that I knew, because you know she loved her hair.
Tell her that I'm all healed up in heaven. I live on a beautiful house up on the hill. She lives next to Grandpa and Grandma, but they're not old.
She's buried beside them.
She's buried beside her Grandpa and Grandma, and that she lives next to them in heaven. Wow. She showed me her nails. She liked her nails. She keeps like, look at my nails.
Yeah, she liked to. She wasn't prissy, but she liked to clean up and wear makeup and get her nails done here and there.
She says, I'm sorry. I love you.
Does she have any animals with her?
She goes, heck yeah, I got my 2 dogs. She said 2 dogs. Anything else you want to ask her, say to her really quick before she goes?
Not really. I mean, just tell her that I love her and that I'm sorry, and I'll keep in contact with her.
And she goes, honey, everything's forgiven. You forgive yourself. There's a place where she passed where people put flowers and stuff there for her memory.
I don't know. I've not been there.
She's showing it to me. So somebody's remembering her there. But she's saying, if you ever go there, I'm not there. That's not me. I'm up here. And I'm down here too. And she says, bye-bye, sweet pie. We're going to talk later.
Okay. Thank you.
Does that sound like her?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for that. That's hard to hear. But you needed to hear the truth, though.
Yeah, some people tried to say that they thought she done suicide, but I never thought that she would do something like that.
Some people are good about hiding stuff until things happen. I had a good friend of mine. I was the last person to see him. And it was at 4 a.m. He stayed the night at my house, and he had to get back to Great Falls, Montana, which is about a 3 or 4 hour drive. And he had to get back as an MP. And I told him to go back on that road he came on, that 2-lane highway, because the other one would have took him a lot longer. And he went. And there's a place called Moccasin, Montana. And he hit head on with that semi truck, and he died. I went through a lot of grief over that. I kept thinking in my head, he fell asleep, and I blamed myself because I was the one that, I told him to go on up, and it was early in the morning. I took a lot of that grief on. It didn't come until Teresa Caputo came to Billings, Montana. No, it was Great Falls, Montana. She came to Great Falls, Montana, and she did that reading for me. He came through. And I went through therapy, and I thought I got that out of my system. I thought I forgave and moved on. But I needed him to come through, and she validated everything. And when she did, it was him. I'll never forget that. But I had friends telling me, but they're like, Paul, he's depressed. And I kept saying, no, it was an accident. I drove by there when I was going to his funeral. I was in denial.
Yeah. Well,
My old roommate looked at him and he said, Paul, there's something going on with him. He's smiling a lot more than he normally would. And I go, I don't know. Maybe he's just happy. I don't know.
she she kind of withdrew from the family and she moved an hour away. And whenever anybody talked to her, she let on like everything was fine. And then, she would tell her mom here and there a few little things, but she'd be like, it's okay, you know, I'm good, I'm okay. But she really wasn't.
You what you do. You need to forgive yourself as well. I know what's going. I know that like similar to what you're going through, and it's hard. But you got to find a way of forgiving yourself as well.
Yeah,
Some
I
of
had
these
a
things.
hard time.
And the hard part is to know that there's nothing we could have done, and I still deal with that. Even though he came through and he helped me through that reading with Teresa Caputo, I still deal with that every day, and it's hard. I feel it. I don't talk about it, but it hurts because I get angry at sometimes, and I think, why did you do that to me?
Yeah.
But I had to forgive him, and I forgave him.
I just feel hurt because I didn't know, and I couldn't help because I didn't know. Is she in
Don't know.
heaven? She's in heaven though, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's how I'm able to connect with her.
Okay, good.
Did this help you?
Yeah.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you, and thank you for the reading.
You're welcome. God bless you.
Thank you.
That's tough.
It's tough for me because I have to be human sometimes, and it brings back that memory for me as well. So I feel, I mean, I read somewhere this, well, I think it was Chip Coffey or somebody wrote that mediums have to go through hell in order to have sympathy and empathy to deal with other people's problems. And when I hear certain stories with people, a lot of times it gets to me because I get it. And a lot of people die in weird ways, suicides, accidents, people that were close to me, my soulmate, everybody. So I deal with it like you guys do. People think because I'm a medium, I can connect with them, but I'm not ready. I want to find a medium that's really good that I can trust like that. And then I can, that will come to me, or I have to go to them and do a reading, but it's hard. Even for me, it's hard. So, I'm like a lot of you guys. I deal with it too. We're all human and we're going to get through it together. Just one of these things on earth, one of the lessons we're supposed to learn. Thank you. But I'm okay now. I mean, it's just things like that trigger a memory, and then you just go on. But I think of those people in my life. I do. Thank you. They're always with us. They're always with us. That's for sure.
Thank you. You guys, make sure you guys follow the gift givers. Pretty cool that they're doing that. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, Paul. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
What's your name?
Jerome.
Jerome?
Yes.
Jerome, who would you like me to connect with?
With
Thank
my
you.
mother.
Sorry for your loss. How long has it been?
2016.
Okay. So, Jerome, what's your mom's first and last name?
Joan Shouse, Shouse.
So, okay, really quick, what was her first name?
Joan, Joan.
Joan. And her last name one more time? S-H-A?
Shouse, Shouse.
Shao. Did I say it right? Shao?
Shouse.
Shouse. Okay, Shouse. Okay. So it's been a while since your mom has passed, and so there might be a time where, thank you guys for the gifts. She might come and say that she's done certain things to let you know she's passed, and that usually happens right after they die, and then it slows down. And the reason for that is because we're supposed to go on in our paths and our journeys in life, and when they keep coming and doing things around us, it kind of slows us down in our morning when we should be moving forward. Does that make sense?
Yes.
They're with us every day, though. There's a lot of validation. They're with us every day. They just don't do a lot like they used to. So if your mom says that she's done certain things, and if you don't remember, even though it's been a long time, you might be thinking, well, maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. Kind of, it could have happened. People get to that point and they start becoming They kind of keep their wall up. Does that make sense? And they get really skeptical, and it can ruin ratings. So if you don't remember, that's okay. Just try to be open. But if anything else doesn't sound right, let me know. Okay.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Let me see if I can connect with her. She's going to show herself really young, though. Your mom tells me, and I didn't even ask her. She told me that you guys' relationship, like when you were younger, she wasn't there as much as she wanted to be. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
And
Yes.
she comes forward and she says, "I need him to forgive me because I tried my best, but I wasn't there for him, and I know that bothered him. But as he got older, our relationship became closer."
Yeah, it did.
She goes, "I want him to know I'm okay, all healed up." Your mom visits you in dreams, she told me, and she said that she's also been known to whisper your name. Have you heard your name being whispered?
I have actually. I have.
What happened?
It was. I think. I don't know. I don't know if because I have a lot of health issues too, and my medicine. So I don't know. That just kind of makes sense.
So you understand when she's trying to connect to you, and that's why she was whispering in your ear?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
In the past, she said she has messed with your electronics. That's to get your attention. So that could be the lights, it could be the TV, it could be your radio, your cell phone. That's how she would come to visit you, she told me. Did, excuse me. Did you have an aunt that passed away?
Yes.
So she tells me, I go, "Can you tell me your private heaven?" And she goes, "Tell my son that I'm up here with my sister." So she must have been close to her.
Yeah, her sister just recently passed away.
That's crazy. There's a way for me to know that. They live next to each other, and she says we're always doing stuff together. But she goes, "Honey," she goes, "I want you to understand I've been down here every day, and I continue to be down here every day to check on you."
That's good to know.
Your mom comes forward, and she looks really young in my vision. She's got dark brown hair, medium length, and she's smiling, really pretty. And I want to say they always look like in their 20s. It's like a dark blue blouse or something, or a purple blouse. I mean, the dark blue blouse. And she's just happy.
Well, purple was one of her favorite colors.
That's crazy. And she tells me her sister's next to her, and she's got dark brown hair, but a little bit longer than hers. Not by much,
Yeah.
but they're together.
Yeah. Yeah.
After she passed, thank you for the gift. After she passed, she said that you took care of everything. Like you have a lot of her things
I
at the
do.
time. Okay.
I was her power of attorney.
She goes, "I can't believe he still has all that, a lot of my clothes and all that jewelry." She's laughing. She goes, "What is he going to do with it?" Thank you for the gifts.
And I do. I got a lot of jewelry of hers still.
I'm always here. I need you to always keep talking to me. I'm never going to leave you.
Okay.
I'll always come to you as a dove or a cardinal. Your mom used to smoke cigarettes,
Yes.
and and I just seen her just put it out in the ashtray. Like I just caught her. Like sometimes I'll catch him smoking cigarettes on the other side, and I know it doesn't hurt him on the other side, but I just saw her put one out. Is there anything you want to ask or say to her?
I mean, I got a lot of questions about it. I want to take up a lot of your time.
Oh, you're fine.
Me being her power of attorney, I had to make her final decisions, I guess. I just want to know if I made the right choice.
It was the best and the only choice I would have made. She goes, yes, you did great. Thank you. She goes, I trusted you with everything.
And she did.
She goes, it was all for you, honey, not me. She goes,
'Cause
everything was fine.
I have 5 other brothers and sisters, and yeah, she left the responsibility on my hands, and I had to put her through hospice, and I didn't want to, and it was from smoking.
She goes, I'm sorry. Thank you for the gift. She keeps saying, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that. She goes, I'd rather just die in my sleep than have to deal with all that for you. Thank you for the gifts. And she's saying that some of your siblings didn't help with anything.
And then they didn't. It's sad when my mom was passing away.
But they're really quick. She's saying, but yeah, they're the ones that want more. Like they're ones they want something, and they weren't there to help her.
Well, like I was gonna say, when she was on a ventilator in the hospital, before I done what I had to do, they actually went in my mom's bank account and robbed her of all of her money because they had her debit card.
She just said, see, they never changed. She goes, if they're going to do it to me, they'll do it to you. They don't care. She goes, that bothers me. It saddens me as a mother that they have to be that greedy to fight like that and to steal. I need you to find a way of forgiving them, but you don't need to be around them when they were like that. They know what they're doing.
I'm like 2,000 miles away from them now.
That's smart. I hope you forgive me. Is there anything else you want to ask or say to her?
No, just tell her I love her and I miss her every day.
I'm never going to leave you, Hassan. I'm never going to leave you. I'm always going to be here. Goodbye. That sound like her?
Yeah.
Did that help you?
Yeah. I mean, it just brought a lot back to me, you know what I mean? Because when she was passing, she kept telling me not to cry, and I've been bottled up since then. I still haven't really cried over her because I just keep replaying that in my mind, don't cry, and it's just hard.
You have to cry. It's part of the mourning. It's the only way you're going to get through it to heal yourself. The more you hold it in, it's harder for you to move forward. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when you feel like you want to cry, go to the bathroom or go somewhere. If you don't want nobody to see you, just let it out. You have to let it out. It's okay. It's part of so that you can move forward, part of the healing for you as well.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for the gifts. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for the taps. Keep the taps going. And if you guys want a private reading with me, it's my bio. Like you see my little cartoon. You can click under there. Click it. Message me if you want a private reading. A half hour, 65, an hour is 125. there. If you're gonna type in Big Sky Medium, don't do the one with like a lot of people on there. I can't get to that one. I got banned, so I got the new page that's got less than 1,000 people. I'm trying to get close to 2,000 so I can do more for readings again and get my page up. Thank you. Yes, I'm here. I should be here next Sunday. I'm here on almost every Sunday. You get on the list. I think I don't understand TikTok's rules, but I think you have to have 1,000 people following you in order to join this. I don't know why that is. I think it's one of the stupidest things I've heard. But if I get my Facebook page, I can get all that stuff, and you won't have to do that. That's what I'm hoping I get more people. Hi, Birdie. That's what I'm hoping I get more people on there. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for your support. I'm doing good, thank you. Thank you for the gifts. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Annette. Thank you. Make sure you guys follow those gift givers. They don't have to do that. They're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for supporting me and coming.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. What's your first name?
Megan?
Megan?
Yes.
Just really quick. If you don't have Facebook, you can follow me on Instagram too. Message me there. So Megan, who do you want me to connect with?
My grandmother?
It's been a grandma and dad day today. And what was her first and last name?
Beatrice Johnson?
I'm sorry for your loss. How long has it been since grandma passed away?
February.
So it's been recent.
Yes.
Sorry. All right, so she's going to show herself looking young, okay?
Okay.
Beatrice Johnson, right?
Yep.
You helped your grandma a lot before she died.
Yes, she lived with me.
And I'm going to tell you what she said. She goes, Megan was the only one that really showed how she really loved and cared for me out of that family. She always showed her love. She always did stuff without me asking. She was always showing. She went above and beyond.
Yep. When she was told that she either had to go into a nursing home or move in with a family member, and I was the only one that took her in.
Wow.
She
God
lived with
bless
me.
you. So you got validation there because she's saying she's very proud of you. She goes, you never had to do that for me.
Nope, she always told me that.
You don't know what that meant for me in my transition. You don't know what that meant for me. To know that I'm in a house where I'm being loved and taken care of, that I'm not in a strange place. I'm never going to leave you. I'm with you every day. She goes, I'm all healed up. I got my body back. She's happy.
Yep.
She had an awful time moving, something with her legs or something. I had an awful time moving or something. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Was she sore?
To retain, well, she was always sore, but she started to retain a lot of fluid towards the end, and they just kept putting her on fluid pills and telling her it was fine, and it wasn't. It was more.
Your grandma was a knockout. Sorry. Sounds funny when I say it. She was pretty.
Yep, when she was younger, she was very pretty.
Like she could have been the next Marilyn Monroe almost. I mean, I'm serious. Like I see her like blondish brown hair. She can like make herself look really good. And the dress she wears for that time, wow. And it's not like she's trying to be provocative. She's got that natural look. What's that?
Yep. And she went to cosmetology school, so she was always all about her hair.
And it's like curly wavy, but it's fluffed out. It's like right here, and it's like just really pretty. And then the dress she has, I don't know, explain. I'm not good with women's clothes, but I know it's above the knee. It's a little bit past the knee, but it's like everything fits on her. Like her body couture, everything is like perfect on her.
Yes.
She has her cats with her, so she tells me there's 2 cats with her.
Okay.
She had siblings with her, brother and sister, something like that, in her family in heaven. Like she's saying, I'm with my family. She goes, I'm with my family. Does that make sense?
Um,
Does she have a
no
sibling?
siblings. Both of her siblings are still alive. She had 2 brothers.
They passed when they were, so there was something with the babies. Like did her mom have like problems with birth or something? 'Cause she's
Possibly, not that I know of.
our baby, like I think one died of a crib death or something. So that's who she's with. And that's why I
Oh,
asked her, I said, what's going on? What do you, like, you said you're with your siblings. What does that mean? And that's what she told me.
okay.
She had trouble with her joints.
Yep, she had very bad arthritis.
And I'm going to tell you the reason I'm saying that is because when I'm doing this, my hands get really sore, and I have to, do that once in a while. That I rub my hands because they get really sore. But when I was sitting there, I felt like I was like this, I'm like it
Yep.
wasn't me, and it
Yep,
wasn't
that's
even
how
on the
she
pad.
felt. Hmm.
She trusted you with all her things. She said she wanted you to have all her things.
Yep, and for the most part, I've kept that as much as I could. She had 2 kids, and obviously one being my father, and then
She goes, you don't.
the other
She
one.
goes, if they didn't help me, you don't give them a lousy thing. She goes, you don't give them a lousy thing. That's exactly what she just said. And she goes, I
Oh,
mean it.
I didn't give the one a thing. Don't worry.
She goes, you were the only one that helped me. She goes, you deserve more than that, honey.
Hmm.
She goes, I go, what do you do when you visit? She goes, I'm up and down the halls all the time. So she's walking. I don't know if you hear her or you feel her, but she goes, I'm up and down the halls all the time.
I feel like I do. My dogs always go crazy, and my kids are like
Do
staring
they
off.
see something up and down the halls?
I think so. My 3-year-old, my 3-year-old, I think he has an ability. He actually told me when she got sick that grandma's going to die next week. She died a week to the day. And he says that he talks to her and he sees her in the kitchen and that he's gone to heaven to see her. And yeah, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, he's got the gift. He does. What he's telling you is the truth. She sits outside your door as a bird sometimes. That's that bird that sits there and just or whatever it's doing. Does that make
Yep.
sense?
Oh yeah, I have a hummingbird that flies through and always touches me, and then I have another bird that sits up on my line right here, and it just chirp 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 chirp, chirp all the time.
Yeah, that's her. She goes, I'm always gonna let her know I'm there. I'm always, and sometimes I'll leave dimes or pennies. Tell her to start paying attention to those. But she goes, I'm always there.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to ask or say to her?
Um,
She is very proud of you. She goes, you're a beautiful daughter inside now.
I more just want to know, well, I guess my bigger thing you kind of answered, like, is she watching over Owen, and how, like, was he just, I never really thought that he was making stuff up, but sometimes, it was like he's 3. So, like, I was always just wondering, like, if it was legitimate and stuff. And
She said, honey,
dreams.
he's gifted. It runs in our family. She goes, it's gifted. Yes, he's got it.
And is she visiting in dreams? That was the other thing. Her roommate, well, I had her living with me, and I also took in a young lady out of a group home, and they shared a room, and she's been saying how she's having dreams of her lately. So I'm just wondering if she's trying to pick on her.
She goes, I wouldn't pick on her. She goes, I just let her know that I'm here.
And then other than that, just let her know I love her and I miss her. And we finally got her bathroom done.
I know, I've seen it. I love it. She goes, too bad I can't use it. But
Yep,
I do love it. She goes, I do love it.
we bought all the materials, and then we paid a contractor, and she went in the hospital the couple days later.
It's my color. She goes, it's my color. She's waving goodbye. She's waving goodbye. Did that sound like her?
Yep. Oh, yes.
Okay.
I appreciate
Thank you for
it.
allowing, and you got a lot of validation there. That there's no way for me to know any of this, correct?
No.
Crazy.
Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome. You guys, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to let my dog use the bathroom really quick.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Please keep the taps going. Hey guys, I'm back. So, this is how I do my readings. I give validation. I give messages of healing, important messages. That's what I do. There's no way for me to know any of this stuff. If you guys have been watching me this time, the whole this time, I don't know any of these people. I don't know their past. I don't know nothing about them. There's no way for me to make any of this stuff up. I just go with what the spirit works through me, and that's how I do it. Thank you, Simply. I appreciate that too. Thank you guys for all that compliments. I appreciate all of you guys. Please share the video. Share the video. Keep the taps going, because the more people I can get on here, the more I can help. That's what I like helping. I don't mind it. Sometimes people are drawn to me for a certain reason. Thank you guys for the gifts. Make sure you guys follow the gift givers too, by the way. But thank you. I just got to give myself a quick break before I start the next one. Thank you. That one cracks me up. All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Somebody just said something. Are you? Oh, sorry. I do put these live videos on my YouTube page. So if you guys are interested in watching the video, either today or tomorrow, I'll probably post this on my YouTube video page. So it's under Big Sky Montana. So make sure you guys follow me there too as well. If you guys wanted to ever go back to watch the video or share it with other people. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello? Hi. I think you have to unmute your page there. You're on mute. There you go. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you go. Hi, Paul.
Hi, how are you?
Yes, hi. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm great.
What's your first name?
It's Olga.
Olga, who would you like me to connect with?
You know, to be honest with you, I have so many people that I've crossed. I've been watching.
So don't be surprised if I do a reading and they may jump in then, because that does happen sometimes and I won't know it.
And I kind of just want to leave it to you if it's possible, because I have so many that I want to talk to, so I can't just pick one.
Oh, I'm never good with that. Some
Okay.
mediums are good with that. I'm not good with that. It happens to me, like if I'm in public, the spirits will jump to me, and that's when it does happen. I don't search for. I mean, it's hard for me to explain. I don't search for it. It's easier for me to it's like me dialing up a spirit. Does that make sense? Like connecting with them. That's how I do it.
Yes. So I guess let's try to connect to my grandmother, Mildred Smith.
How long has it been since she's crossed over?
Oh, it's been quite some time. Early 2000.
So, okay, so you may or may not remember everything she's done to let you know she's around. But if you don't remember, don't try to close me off by saying I'm not sure.
Oh,
I don't think so. You know what I'm
we
saying?
have a very, very close relationship.
Okay. Some people don't remember a lot of things that they do after 20 years or so, but I just wanted to throw that out there. Her passing was kind of quick. She goes, not everybody was able to say goodbye at that moment. If that makes sense. She goes, it was so quick. And she goes, I need you to forgive me because you weren't there. And that's okay. But I want you to know I'm okay now because you weren't able to say goodbye to her the way she wanted to say goodbye to you. Excuse me. After she passed, have you seen hawks?
Oh my gosh, everywhere.
I'm hoping this is her and nobody else jumping in. Let me see.
Well, what confuses me is that I was at the hospital when she passed. Although she went incoherent, but I was there. I lived down the street, so I would go spend the night. And she stopped talking, but I was there for her passing. I didn't get to. I said bye, but she obviously couldn't say anything to me.
Yeah, she couldn't say goodbye to you.
But I see hawks ever. I like literally they fly by my lanai because I live here in Florida. So I have like this lanai area, and like literally hawks come very close past my lanai area, and I'm like, whoa, that was close. And they're usually pretty high up, but for some reason they come really close to my lanai a lot.
Excuse me. Butterflies as well.
Yes. I actually wear one on my finger every day.
Your grandma comes to me with curly dark brown hair when she's younger. Or brown hair. She's smiling. The dress she has on has pockets in the front. I'm assuming that's a house dress back in those days.
She wore them every day.
Because the collar, it's got like I don't know, like a doily kind of a thing going on there or something.
Yes.
Light. She says it's like a light gray color, but she's smiling. She loved the outdoors. She loved to cook. She loved her family. She liked to keep busy. I'm not getting much. What else do you want to ask her? I'm
Is
trying to get
she
more
with
about not getting much. Huh?
is she with my grandfather?
She says he's right here. He wears a hat. Light brown hair.
Mm-hmm. Now, what I would like to know is, so I've had like this ability since like I was 10 years old where I could see spirits and know when they're around, and it's gotten more prominent lately. And I'm just wondering if that's them assisting me, being able to feel and see.
She says she's one of your many spirit guides that come and go. Yeah, she's one of them.
Okay, so she is here. She's knocking things over and.
She goes, that's not me.
Wow.
She goes, all I do is come as a hawk. She goes, I don't do things like that. She goes, I just come and go. And that's normal with a lot. I've noticed that with a lot of older people in my readings, they don't do a lot of things other people would to get attention. Because I think people, they set their ways, if that makes sense.
No, that makes total sense. Yes. So I'm kind of curious as to who that is that's in my house all the time.
You were practicing something spiritual, right? At some point, you
Yeah.
opened up a portal, not knowing you did that. And now there's something there, and you got to find a way of getting it out.
So when you
It's,
say practice,
I keep reading the word malevolent spirit.
what does that mean?
It's a spirit that's probably a spirit that's not crossed over, or a spirit from somewhere that shouldn't be in your house. I'm not saying it's a demon, because I don't think it's a demon. It's a troublemaker, and it likes to drain your energy, and the people that live there, it likes to give them nightmares. That's what they do. Basically, like a shadow person, they hide in the dark.
So when you say that I'm going into, because I've been into my spiritual awakening because I kind of shut off my abilities when at a very young age, and now that I'm older, I feel like I'm more sensitive to it. So I'm trying to tap into what exactly it is. So maybe this is opening something to allowing these spirits that I don't know to come.
Anytime people are doing seances, doing the Ouija board, or
Stuff like
anything
that.
occult, or if they're thinking that they're doing something, that they're trying to open something up and they don't know what they're doing, they can't open up portals.
Okay.
Even though you do have an ability, but you're not trained right. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
I've getting people that, you're not the only one. I've had people come to me over this, and that this happened. But you got to find somebody, either a good medium that's going to train you right, or get certified, because otherwise you could be doing things and it might not be good. You could be opening something up and other things can be coming through.
Okay. So you suggest that I get with you privately.
Um, well, I'm training somebody right now one-on-one, but I'm not doing over the phone video training right now. I think you got to find somebody in your area that can train you, if there's anybody in that area. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And now how to close what I've opened.
And ask that medium to show you how to close that portal and to get rid of that spirit, so that you know, that you understand it and know what to do in the future. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Does that help you?
Yes, it does. Thank you so much, Paul. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your dog back again. He's barking again. Before I get the cops called on me. Hold on 1 second. It'll just be a second, you guys. Not too far. I promise. Don't. Thank you guys for the gifts. I'm back. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So if you guys want a private reading with me, click under my bio on here. My little cartoon guy, and I'll go to a Facebook page. Like and follow me there. Message me if you want a reading, and I can schedule a reading with you. Okay, let me see who else is coming on here really quick. Please keep it.
I appreciate that. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. And what's your name?
Melanie.
Hey, Melanie. Who would you like me to connect with today?
My late fiance, Adam.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
And what's Adam's last name?
It's Zdanowitz.
Zdanowitz?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I just got to write it down how I can pronounce it. So Adam Zdanowitz, right? And I'm sorry, did I ask you how long it's been?
December.
Okay. So he's going to show himself healthy, okay? Probably like young when he died. Thank you guys for the gifts. Please follow these guys, you guys that are giving gifts. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I left you with all of this, all of the problems. I'm sorry I left you with this. Because what happened to him was not his fault. You understand that? It was
Yeah.
what happened to him was not my fault. That's how he said it. I tried holding on as long as I could. I was trying to fight this. And I need you to forgive me because I was hoping, I had a lot of hope. I was trying to get through. It wasn't his time. It was God's time, if that makes sense. It was just God that took him. He loves you very much. You guys are soulmates. And I've lost my soulmate, so I know what it feels like. You'll never find another soulmate. You'll never get over that one. You'll date and marry other people, but you'll never get over your soulmate.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And I still subconsciously search for somebody like that person, and I can't find it. And sometimes I want to give up, but I don't. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes
It's
sense.
just stuck there. You were my best friend. You were the only one that ever seemed to get my dry jokes, my stupid jokes.
That is for sure.
You always were the one that got me up when I was down. And I'm trying my best to do the same for you on the other side. I don't want you to give up. Don't give up. He calls you baby. He goes, baby, don't give up. It's not worth it. You need somebody to talk to. I'm right here. Trust me, I'm here. Your path isn't up yet. Are you thinking about hurting yourself?
Not currently. When he first passed, it took a lot not to
The thing
drive.
what happens is like if I've had people had this happen, and I've heard Spirit say this many times. If you were, I'm just saying, I'm going to throw an example. If you were to do something like that, commit suicide, you two would not be together anymore. It would separate you. So unfortunately, we're stuck here with that grief. We have to finish our path until God takes us. You understand that?
Absolutely.
I totally get the pain. I miss your singing. I miss your laugh. I need to start seeing that more again. The hat that's on your head, is that his?
This one's not.
Does he wear one like that?
He had one slightly similar to it, but there's a hat collection.
Because he said something that goes, that's my hat, is what he just said. You just want to throw that out there. So if he had a hat similar to that, that's what he meant, maybe.
Yeah.
He sits at the end of your bed or lays next to you a lot. He tells me he tries to comfort you. I almost feel like he's grabbing your foot. I don't know what that means, if that makes sense to you. Have you felt that yet?
I'm not sure because the dog is always.
You have a dog? Okay.
Yeah, a few.
He does a lot of things to get your attention in that bedroom. The lights. Things when you're laying down, you'll hear noises. You think it's probably the dogs. It's not the dogs. The dogs pick up on his energy. They freak out.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't know what it is.
Oh yeah.
So it's always in that bedroom. It seems like that's where a lot of things going on. Does that make sense to you? Thank you guys for the gift.
It's where he is. It's where the urn is, and
So I was just gonna say that. That's so creepy. He just said that, my ashes, and I was just gonna say that right before you said that, which would make sense. When people hold on to people's remains like their ashes, a lot of activity is always going to happen around that area. Understand that our souls are always connected with that, and that's another reason for them to come down more. I've got stories on that stuff too. Thank you guys for the gifts. You have a hard time, you don't want to get rid of them. That's what he told me. He goes, he says, baby, that's okay. He goes, I want to be with you forever. We're meant to be forever. He gives you a flower out of love. He wears a hat, but he's got dark brown hair and it's kind of curly or wavy. That's how I see him. It's like it's like a big sweater, oversized sweater he's wearing. And that's why I'm seeing him. And he's just smiling. He's happy.
Yeah, always was.
There are dogs with him in heaven. He says he's got 2.
Yep, that would make sense.
I think he's making a joke. I said, what does your heaven look like? And he goes, tell her I live in a posh neighborhood. That's how he said. That's the word he used, posh neighborhood. Everything is perfect up here. He's laughing. But I'm never here. I'm never here. My favorite memory with you was the time I asked you to marry me. And you said yes. I couldn't sleep. I was so excited. I was happy. Everybody had to know. Huh?
He was up all night.
He was up all night? That's crazy. Keep playing our song. I'm always here. Because we have more than one song.
Yeah.
What do you want to say to him?
Just please keep watching over all of our kids. They miss him like crazy, just like I do.
He's never going to leave him. Tell him to talk to Papa more. Tell him to talk to me more.
They do. Our 4-year-old is constantly saying that she's playing with him and telling me all the things that he says.
You know, kids they do see spirits. Yeah, I believe that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I see him like bending over and just smiling and talking to her, helping, just making her smile. He's with her.
Oh,
Always
no,
with his kids like this. Huh?
He most definitely is, especially that one. She's a special one.
He says, that's my angel.
Yep.
But I'm never going to leave you, baby, or my kids. Let's wave a goodbye. We'll talk soon.
I talk to him every day.
That's probably why he didn't say goodbye, because he knows you're going to talk to him. Did that help you?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for allowing me to do that.
For sharing the video. Thank you guys for all the taps. I appreciate you guys doing all that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for the gifts. Make sure you follow the gift givers, you guys. Make sure you guys follow me on here. Follow me on my Facebook page. And if you guys want a private reading with me, the link under my bio, it's a Facebook page, click it, then message me, and I can schedule a reading with you. And here's the link also, in case you can't find it. You might need to copy and follow it there. There you go. And I can schedule a reading with you. Okay.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Hi. Good, how are you?
Good.
And what's your name?
Lisa,
Lisa, who would you like me to connect with?
my dad, Donald Basham.
Can you say his last name one more time?
Yeah, it's Basham. It's pronounced Basham.
Basham?
Basham.
Basham?
hmm
So Donald Basham, right?
Yeah,
How long has it been since he's crossed over?
January 21.
Okay. So he's going to show himself looking young, okay? Your dad likes to, thank you guys for the gifts. I appreciate that. Your dad likes to leave coins, pennies, dimes, or something laying on the ground. He goes, let her know that when I'm around, I'm the one leaving the pennies laying around. Does that make sense to you? Have you found them yet?
hmm
Dreams, and I also come to her. Did your dad like water, like fishing and stuff like that, or like boating, or like being near water?
Sometimes.
Pay attention to the dragonfly, because he says he would be as a dragonfly. Was this a COVID thing or something? Excuse me.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to tell you the reason I'm saying that. And he keeps showing me, because I mean, I obviously have a chest cold, but he keeps showing me that he's coughing, like he's trying to catch his breath. He's like this, and then I keep seeing him trying to cough, like he can't catch enough air. Does that make sense? So that's why I wanted to know if that was COVID. That's what he was showing me, like there was some kind of obstruction.
He dealt with a cough that they could never figure out, and then COVID came out, and he unfortunately got it, and he was in the hospital for about a week, and they had to intubate him, and they blew his lungs.
It was his time. I'm sorry. One thing about, we never know when our time is up. And when that disease came, it took people, and it was just, a lot of it was just their time. Don't blame God. He says, don't blame God. If I would have survived this, he goes, if I would have survived this, I would be in a bed still with breathing. He goes, with breathing like tubes. Because it wouldn't have been good for me. He said God was merciful and took me that day. I'm sorry. I saw the pain in your eyes when you knew that it was coming. Like you saw it. Does that make sense? What he's talking about?
Yeah.
No dad should have to do that. What's that?
I was a week before everything happened, I was the only one that got to see him awake in person, and I had to shut Zoom meetings off so he wouldn't hear what the doctors were saying was about to be happening to him. I saw a lot of horrible things that nobody should see.
He said that to me. He goes, no father should have to have their kids see them the way I went through, the way that I went. That's how he just said it. Like right before you said that, that's what he said. And I got to stop before I said that. I want you to do your best not to remember that. And I know he goes, I know it's going to be hard, but you need to do that so you can move on. I live in your heart the way I loved you and how we laughed as a family. I don't want to live there as COVID in that bed. I'm free now. You don't have to worry about me no more, honey. I'm okay now.
It's what we wondered is, you know, with the day that everything happened, everything happened so just fast, and his vent was pulled off of him without permission, and I had to frantically call my sister that lives in Florida on FaceTime because she couldn't be up here, and when I walked in the room, they had removed ECMO, didn't put his body fluids back in his body like they were supposed to, and I noticed that the vent was off of him, and I was the only one that stood by his side when he was.
I'm hoping that today's the last day you remember me this way, honey. I don't want you to remember me this no more. I'm not in that bed no more. That's the past. I'm healed. I know it's going to be hard for you, but when you get to that point, you remember me how I loved you. And don't go back there, okay? Tell your sister I send her rainbows. He comes forward to me like in his 20s. He has short, dark brown hair. He's dressed really nice, though. Like a long sleeve button up collared shirt. It's tucked in. Just happy. He's near water. Does it sound like him?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just curious too, because there's been a lot of things that have happened since his passing that I feel like he's been doing things to get my attention in my office that he built.
A lot of electrical things, he says. I'm doing a lot of the electrical things. He's laughing. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Also, something has been knocked off. He knocks things off sometimes. Things fall. Like I just go like that and he falls.
There's a picture that I have of me and my sister, one of my sisters standing next to him on either side, and this picture kept getting thrown at me. And I literally said out loud, "Dad, you're not going to spook me. This stuff doesn't scare me." And I stuck it on my desk in front of my computer so that he can't throw it at me anymore.
I wasn't trying to scare you, honey. I was just feeling like they know Daddy was here. It was just going to be okay. He goes, I love you. Let's wave him goodbye. Did that help you?
Yeah, it's been a tough road. I trying to just get into a better space in my life without him has been rough.
It's hard when you lose a parent. I lost my mom. I took it's the worst pain.
Yeah, it's awful.
I think she grew up faster though.
Yeah. No, I don't have a relationship with my mom, so it makes it hard. I was pretty close with my dad, and it was a very hard time in my life, and I try every day to do better, but I appreciate this.
You're welcome. God bless you. Thank you. This is how I do my readings. If you guys are interested in a private reading, please message me on my Facebook page. All you have to do is the link under my bio. Click it, like and follow me there, and then message me, and I will get with you today or tomorrow. I'm drained right now. I've been here since probably 6
45 or something, I'm done. My list is never full. I always have room for people to schedule people in. So please follow me on here. Please like and follow me or message me on my Facebook page if you want a reading. Let people know who I am. Send my page to people if they need help. This is what I'm here for. I love helping people. If somebody needs help that they're having a hard time dealing with something, send them my page. Tell them to watch my videos. To let them know I'm legit. This is what I do. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for all the taps. Thank you guys for the gifts. You guys are the best gift givers. Thank you. And thank you guys all for the support. If you don't have Facebook, find me on Instagram. I'm also on Instagram. Or type in bigskymedium.com. I think you can find me on my email there too. Thank you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you. And I'll be back next Sunday. Hopefully I'll try to drop in before then too. Maybe just talk or something if I'm not too busy. But I gotta rest now. I'm drained right now. Thank you guys. God bless. Thank you for coming.